What is going on, collectors? Optical 20 back for another video. Now it's released. Kate Bishop from, I think it's Hawkeye. I think that's just the title. Man, it's been so long I forgot the title. But yeah, it's still available for pre-order if you're interested at bigbadtoystore.com. I'll put the link down below. So let's talk about this figure. It's been, what, almost it was Christmas time, so I'm guessing it was around last year. So it's less than 2 years when it was announced. Not bad, I guess. Um, was this just announced? Well, Kate Bishop wasn't last Christmas, was it? Maybe. I don't know, man. I wasn't interested enough, so I didn't really pay attention. But the figure itself, I think it came out pretty well. The head sculpt was impressive, I would say. I wouldn't call it spot on. I think the higher cheekbones would have been a lot if it was a little bit wider, if in my opinion. I'm not a big fan of that band-aid as well. I do know why it's there and I understand why it's there. It just kind of like it's so small. Like it just looks like I don't know. Like I want to use the healing brush on Photoshop and just take it away. But I get it. I get it. It's just like it just doesn't feel like it belongs there. Like in the face is so pristine and you got that small little tick in her face. But I again, it's accurate to the TV show, so I do get it. But it turned out pretty well. I've seen some great poses in here. This is all the accessories that you would expect from her, but the array of hands looks good. I don't know if I'm over analyzing this, but I was looking at her face. So I put a side by side photo. I'm not gonna put it here. So I was just like, all right. I mean, people are commenting on the eyes that it's a little weird. Or Haley Steinfeld has a beautiful face, and I think they captured it nicely in this figure. But I think the shape of the upper face from the cheekbones going up to her eyes is a little narrow. That's why I kind of give you that impression that the eyes are kind of, I don't know, too wide apart or something. I don't. That's at least the one that I'm seeing on the comments section. But I feel like it looks great. I think they again the head sculpt. So Haley has some beautiful eyes. Um, she would have benefited from rolling eyeball system because of how expressive and how big her eyes are and how beautiful they are. So having it move around, unfortunately, we don't have that because she was announced before. I'll call it the revolution of eyeball rolling system, which it feels like everyone pretty much has it already. This is a great shot and a great use of all those arrows. As you can see, there's 3 arrows in there. So that's a beautiful shot. And she's arcing back. The belt is made out of, it looks like it's rubber. So you're not going to have that flaking if it was made out of, I think that's the best way to go anyway. To me, it didn't take out a whole lot of realism, yet it preserved the longevity of the materials. The pants are, it looks like one of those kind of like waterproof fabric. So they did a great job on that. Overall, I think the outfit is well made to a point where they chose the right fabric. I don't know. Again, I was looking at the head sculpt in different shots, like the arm sleeves here looks like it's one of those compression shirts. On some shots, I see some texture on it, so I don't really know. But in this shot, I think this is more accurate. It's not as shiny as I thought it would have been, but it's okay. Again, double jointed elbow for a female, so that's a plus. Um, she can reach back and get those arrows. No hindrance of articulation, which is important for a character like this who does a lot of, dynamic movements and whatnot. The shoulders where you normally would have trouble raising her arm up, it has a cutoff, so it looks like a vest inside a compression shirt, which is great move. Therefore, you have that range of movement. The shoulder pads are just kind of stuck on her shoulders, so it would not kind of do a back and forth if you are moving it around. So again, that is a great move as well. So overall, I think it is a good looking figure. I think moves well. It has all the accessories that you do have, and you got this beautiful head sculpt to match with it. It's just now a matter of, do you care enough about the movie? I mean, the figure and the show for you to pick this figure up. That's for an individual to decide. For me, it's pretty easy. I didn't, as much as I like the show, I didn't hate the show. As a matter of fact, I liked it. I think it's gonna be on my top five or top. Oh, I don't know what top three. Maybe I don't know. I enjoy the show thoroughly. It's the lack of, for me, the direction. I don't know what's gonna happen to Kate Bishop after this. Is she gonna be a part of the new Avengers? I don't know. For moving forward, is she gonna be a part of a bigger picture? If if so, they're doing nothing so far to give me that indication. And if she did, is she gonna look different? Am I gonna even care about that iteration of that new Avengers? I don't know. So there's a lot of unknown, as we all know from this Marvel Cinematic Universe. And with that standing, with all these figures from the Disney Plus shows or the movies that Marvel is generating, I don't hate them. I'm just not as invested as I used to be. Perhaps for whatever reason, the figure has to be phenomenal if I'm not that invested in the show. And by phenomenal, I mean something like Moon Knight. I enjoy the show as well. I won't call it one of my. I won't call it a Daredevil, at least in my eyes, because the Daredevil is just a beautiful show for me. So it's not a bad show, but the figure is just phenomenal for Moon Knight. That I wanted to get the figure. It's sold out everywhere. It pops up every once in a while at Big Bad, so I'm keeping an eye on it. I don't think, as good as this Kate Bishop is, I don't think she is in that category of Moon Knight or Captain America / Falcon for me to, kind of put my money into it. Maybe one day, if she ever hits sale, maybe I'll get her. And if not, because that doesn't seem to be the trend anymore, then I'm okay. I'll wait for the time where she is a part of a bigger Avengers. But let me know in the comments, are you going to pick this up? Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video.